Thank you very much indeed. Your Excellency, Chief Justice Richard Banda, retired, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Minister of Information and Civic Education, my sister, Mrs. Rita Marley, my family, Dr. Erikan and distinguished doctors from the diaspora, the Deputy Secretary General of the People's Party, distinguished, the Army General, I saw him here, the Inspector General of Police, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank God for this day. And I want to thank my sister, Erica Bennett, for all your commitment and dedication to Africa. I walked in here this evening and sat down, and I asked my sister Erica, I said, so Mrs. Rita Marley didn't come? She said she's sitting there next to you. I truly thought an African queen from Ghana was visiting Malawi. We are one and the same. And I just want to thank you. We've connected in so many ways. I've heard so much about your work. And I just wish your husband was here. He must feel so proud of you that you carried on the torch. I want to thank Dr. Erikana and all the doctors that have come back. When my sister, Dr. Bennett, was calling out those that have come and the countries they have come from, I saw your face. I don't know whether it is because you knew that your dean and ambassador is here. Ambassador Dumshena, you'll be pleased to know that this distinguished lady is from Zimbabwe. Dr. Erikana. I just thank God that Zimbabwe is your home, Ghana is your home, but so is Malawi. I thought that in a very special way, I should mention Ambassador Okibu. In the year 2009, my husband was very sick. I didn't know he was ever going to speak again or to walk again. And in my mind, I thought that I should take him to Nigeria for prayers. So I got to Nigeria, and because I was desperate, somebody told me that I should find Dr. Okibo. He's the one who will help me around. And when I got there, I don't know what I asked him. He said, do you know, as vice president, you were supposed to clear. This government needed to know you are in this country. Did you do that? I said, I didn't remember. I'm just a desperate woman trying to save my husband. But for 2 days, he took me all over the place. And indeed, we made sure that the Nigerian government didn't know, because I needed to have all the protocols and all the clearance, which I didn't have. I was able to tell the president much later, and he laughed about it, but that was a desperate wife, just trying to do the little that I could for my dear husband. Thank you very much indeed, and thank you to your dear wife. Several things have happened in my life that set me on this journey to this place. But I believe that all the awards that I have received, it's not because I'm president, but because of the work that I did as a servant of the people at grassroots, as an activist. So the National Association of Business Women, the Hunger Project Malawi chapter, the Young Women Leaders Network, the Joyce Banda Foundation. And in the Joyce Banda Foundation alone, 850,000 youths 110,000 women, 10,000 children in early child development centers, 2,300 students in secondary schools, 200 students in a free secondary school in Domasi, and 200 students in the university. Sometimes my family asks me, when are you going to stop? But I have made up my mind that I will not stop until the job is done. I don't know how I can stop when you go to a school where 8,000 children are enrolled and only a quarter of those are in classrooms, the rest are under a tree. I don't know how I can stop when our children can't go to secondary school because they can't afford $50 and therefore must leave and get married early and die giving birth. I don't know how I can stop when 690 women die giving life. I don't know how I can stop when women are abused every day in their homes. So as far as I'm concerned, my political career is as a result of that work. It's not the other way around. I didn't set out to become a politician or a president or a foreign minister. I set out to do the little that I could for my fellow women and youth. I don't know how much I have achieved, but all I know is that I've been away many, many days. There was a time when perhaps a week in 7 days, I could stay in my home 2 days. My mother died in 1997, still confused and not be able to understand why I could leave behind such a handsome young man and 9 beautiful children and find myself all over the country trying to do something about the situation of my fellow women and youth. I wish to take this opportunity to thank my husband and to thank my family. By the way, my husband's birthday is tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But for 30 years, he has stood by me. Sometimes I wondered whether he really understood what I was trying to do, but he was there all the same. Those that know him, he won't say much. My father once asked him, "Mumakala na ubanja mayu. How do you live together? Because all we hear is you here talking alone, and all we hear is He has stood by me, and he has held my hand through thick and thin. I want to thank my family, and I want to thank all my friends. I want to tell the world that Malawians are resilient, that Malawians are hardworking, and that Malawians decided a long time ago that they were not going to sit back and wait for handouts, that they were going to rise and do something about their situation. For me, I thank God that when they made that decision, I was there, and that together we have traveled this journey, and they have enriched my life. And so I accept this award on behalf of all rural men and women. I thank you for this award, and may God bless you all.